The man was watching a 3D movie when he suddenly saw a giant bug crawling out of the screen, but he was wearing 2D glasses, so the effect shouldn't be that good. He quickly took off his glasses. The bug disappeared. Everything returned to normal because wearing 3D glasses made him dizzy. He had thrown away the 3D glasses provided by the cinema and brought his own 2D glasses. He didn't expect the 2D effect to be so realistic. He wondered what the 3D would look like, so he wanted to borrow a pair of 3D glasses, but the guy next to him wasn't willing. He then asked his niece in the front row if she had seen a giant bug. His niece impatiently replied that it was a romance movie. There were no bugs. Realizing he might have been mistaken, he continued watching the movie, but the bug was slowly approaching. It seemed to have heard his voice, opening its mouth and lunging at him. In his panic, he accidentally dropped his glasses. The bug on the ground disappeared along with him. He fumbled to pick up his glasses. When he put them on again, the bug was right in front of him. He struggled desperately, spilling popcorn all over others. He shouted that there was a monster, but no one believed him. His niece was embarrassed by her uncle's behavior. Soon the staff escorted him out, feeling responsible for her uncle. She decided to follow them. The man insisted to the staff that he had seen a monster, but the theater manager said it was just the highly realistic effect of the 3D movie. Seeing that there was no way to explain, he decided to leave with his niece, but the manager had no intention of letting him go. Watching a 3D movie with 2D glasses can be risky. You might accidentally see something spooky, like this creepy black bug. Not only is it ugly, but it also bites. The man shouted that there was a monster in the cinema and was promptly taken away by the staff. He insisted he wasn't seeing things. The manager said it was just the movie's special effects. Seeing he couldn't explain, he tried to leave with his niece, but his niece pushed him away. Feeling embarrassed by her uncle, she turned and walked off angrily. The man, however, was taken to the projection room by the manager. After learning he was using 2D glasses, the manager handed him a pair of 3D glasses to let him experience the 3D effects, but the man had a bad feeling and refused without hesitation. At this point, the staff's demeanor changed. Their eyes turned white and they transformed into monsters. One lunged at him and grabbed his neck. Seeing that his head was about to be pierced, he pulled out the leftover stinky tofu. The monsters recoiled, giving him a chance to escape. He ran out only to find all the cinema staff had mutated. He ran back and hid in his storage room. Through the door crack, he saw the manager searching for him. He took out his phone to call the police, but it inconveniently rang at that moment. The people outside heard and rushed over. He quickly locked the door, then called his niece to warn her to run, but seeing it was her uncle's call, she impatiently hung up. By now the door was giving way. The man used the last bit of time to send his niece a text message, telling her to put on the 2D glasses and take a look. She hesitated but then picked up the glasses. When she put them on, she was horrified by what she saw. The girl put on the glasses to watch the movie and saw a gigantic monster clinging to the screen. She jumped up in terror. Tentacles extended from the screen, pouring something into people's heads. She realized her uncle wasn't lying, but it was already too late. Everyone in the cinema had turned into monsters. She grabbed a large sword for protection, but there were too many of them. They pushed her to the front. The monster bared its teeth ready to bite her. She stabbed it in the throat with the sword. The monster was hurt, causing the others to suffer too. She seized the moment to grab a fire extinguisher and smashed the projection room window, jumping into the room. When she took off the glasses, she saw her uncle tied to a chair. The manager explained the strange creature was an alien. Assimilation or death were the only options. He forcefully put 3D glasses on her uncle. The alien projector started turning to assimilate her uncle. In desperation, she picked up a knife from the floor and stabbed the alien in the eye. All the assimilated people collapsed in pain. The uncle and niece ran outside, but the monster wouldn't let them go. The manager's mouth extended a tentacle that quickly wrapped around the niece and began pulling her back to assimilate her. The uncle grabbed an axe and killed the manager. The niece slowly returned to normal. They finally ran outside, only to find the outside world taken over by aliens. They were the only normal humans left. The cinema's other occupants surrounded them, urging them to join the alien team. Seeing resistance was futile, they decided to join. They returned to the theater. The niece helped her uncle put on 3D glasses and prepared to be assimilated by the alien.